Taehyung saw Jungkook's smiley face on Monday morning, a hollow of guilt opened to inside him as Jungkook has been sending him a few cute texts and he has what spent the whole weekend in Mr. Jian Villa getting spoiled by Mr. Suga Jimin and his work are not even straight with Mr. Jian's soft and rough love. He could barely walk again and even thought his body was playing crazy was counting hours to do his lover's arm again. He knew he had to end. Jungkook deserved better. Mr. Jian deserved better than him being too between a mad love and his heart fell deeper and deeper in love with both. I need to stop seeing Mr. Jian, he thought, watching Jungkook run the way while being stylish progresses. So he was yet more an hour later when he was leaving the library to meet Jungkook. On the front car came as they decided to go grab some dinner together, and it was PE class now. He's trying to revise for test and do homework in the calm center of the reading room. But his phone rang. The caller, Mr. Jian, had Taehyung pick up a heavy heart, ignoring the mad twist in his inside and the scratch in his throat. Hi Angel, how's your day? Mr. Jian's tone was melodious. It meant he was happy to call his Taehyung. The boy shakily leaning against the pillar in front of the library building, trying his best to ignore the memory of Mr. Jian all over and that voice's awkwardness. Quite good actually. I managed to do all my homework and learn to all my tests. I received AN plus math. Taehyung was again drawn into the feeling on total and comfortable as each time when he was speaking with Mr. Jian. But with Jungkook it was mostly tense and awkward. You are a little genius, so I am not too surprised. Mr. Jian was definitely smiling. Taehyung, I am calling to ask you, do you have any plan for this afternoon? Taehyung had been made up. He was going out for dinner with Jungkook, although he shouldn't write, or rather he should tell Mr. Jian it's over here and now. A friend asked me to have dinner together, he said, feeling his heart pounding in his chest. The Jungkook guys asked Mr. Jian. Yes, Taehyung blushed trebly. Are you mad? Taehyung, I am not in a person to be mad at you for anything besides. How can you figure out who you like more without spending time with both of us? I just thought you could help me in some things today, but no problem. No, Mr. Jan, tell me, what do you need help in? As you know, the taekook will docket at the Mars station in 2 days, and it's crazy in the company. Really, they need me to be there till late hours today, but I had my weekly open heart today. I cannot attend that schedule, and I was wondering if you would like to do intend to me. What is an open heart day? Asked him, becoming so nervous. Was Mr. Jian really willing to include him into his important stuff? Once a week, I'm going out to personally provide food, blankets, clothes, and toiletry to the homeless. They know me and my assistant will go with you. You don't need to worry. Would it be okay for you to be go there today? It might be after your dinner, whenever you are free. Taehyung opened his mouth, then closed it again. His heart almost bursting because how could that amazing man become any more amazing? Of course, Mr. Jan, I will be honored to do it. Can I invite Jungkook to come with you? I mean, you would need any helping hand, right? He heard a long sign of the other side. I began to hate the Jungkook with great position. Mr. Jian laughed. If it's not okay, I'll go alone, said Taehyung, feeling so bad so suddenly. No, it's fine. Take him with you. Those are not the safest part of the city, so maybe it's even better that you will be assisted by two men. So my assistant will pick you up from school. Actually, Jungkook has a car, so it's enough. If you give me the address, whispered Taehyung, cursing at himself for being an idiot. Sure, thank you so much. Taehyung. I own you by time. You are my angel. Let me know how it went to see you tonight. Until then, I will miss you. About tonight, Mr. Jian. Taehyung heard the sound of an invalid car, so he sang loudly. Great, how will he tell Mr. Jian that he won't come? Not tonight, not tomorrow night, never again. First, he need to tell Jungkook that they are not going for dinner but for a mission, and he needed a then good excuse. Who is he having? I guess it's here. Jungkook stopped the tiny Toto along a shabby looking street. I had no idea your auntie ran a charity organization. He looked at Taehyung, who was flushed heavily. Yes, she's the nicest in my family. I thought you are the nicest. Jungkook winked. Taehyung became red to the ears, leaving the car quickly to see the always troubled young man who was Mr. Jian's assistant approaching them. Taehyung is nice to have a take. He stopped perfectly looking at Jungkook, becoming completely pale in the face. Hi, I'm Jungkook. Nice to meet you. You must be Taehyung's auntie's son. Jungkook approached the man, squeezes him hand firmly with a big smile. Yes, the man looked towards Taehyung half when Taehyung wishes to develop into then air from embarrassment. He was begging Mr. Jian's assistant, giving him sign with his eyes, hoping he won't give him out. So, are you ready to go? asked Jungkook. Smiled. Taehyung nodded, so the assistant led them to a filled with neatly wrapped up package. Jungkook immediately grabbed the few heavy uh, looking ones. Also, Taehyung chooses him. The right afternoon was slowly changing into magnificent sunset. All three of them walking down the street towards the self-made homes of the homeless. Taehyung felt like scratches when he was keeping behind Jungkook, all posture unaware how to protect those people, but Jungkook the assistant was totally quiet, only observing from the side. Take care of yourself, Jungkook. Get up from the package. He was holding the two men politely. Taehyung was unnerved by the natural way he was holding it, as if he had done it donut of time. Taehyung, we can keep going, he said, assistant standing Jungkook a strange glance. So Taehyung set his feet into motion, crank package to the next condition house. Mr. Jian, a man wept their way, then Taehyung's heart began to beat up so rapidly. Jungkook ignored walking to the man, greeting him with the having a small chit-chat, nodding to Taehyung, who gave him a package. They moved down the street, spending gift, then returned to the road and moved to the other direction. Mr. Jian, four guys got up, greeting them when Taehyung glanced at the assistant. Then man stayed completely quiet, but Jungkook approached the man, asking how they are. Listening to their stories, Mr. Jian would have survived the winter without you, said one, and Taehyung opened his mouth for many more winters. Take care of yourself. Jungkook gave the man a package, walking off looking at Taehyung. I don't know who that Mr. Jian do it, but must be there or something, he mumbled to Taehyung, nagging his side, and Taehyung turned towards the guy who were still dodging sharp glances their way, some an uneasy feeling still inside him. I think we had done everything for today, said the assistant, looking at them. Okay, I'm happy we could help. Taehyung nodded to the man when Jungkook bowed politely. Thank you so much. It was such a great life lesson. Count on me anytime. Jungkook smiled. The assistant muttered something indescribable, then left quickly. So they walked down the until Jungkook sat on the wall with the view over the green square and the setting sun. Thank you, Taehyung, for inviting me. It was a great experience. Jungkook, beautiful eye resting on him. No problem, Taehyung. That his sweet palm against his pen. Why was it always so tense between him and Jungkook? He couldn't relax. JK, I'm just wondering how that Jian dude is your auntie husband or someone. Jungkook was ignoring Taehyung. He must have been extremely red. Taehyung, yes, he is his auntie's son. Said Taehyung, sure he will regret lying to Jungkook as each lie will make it more difficult to tell him the truth later. Why could he completely honest with Mr. Jian? Why could he with Jungkook? Interesting. Jungkook began to play with a stone underneath his shoe. Anyway, what are you up to now? I guess I need to go home. My parents are upset with me enough. Taehyung giggled. We didn't have dinner, yeah, but Taehyung made those dirty eyes fixed on him, melting his hand completely. Don't you want to grab a nice dinner? Jungkook, resting on his electronic, crossing up and down his hands. Taehyung's body once one mess like during their dance on Friday. He was drawing in that warm effortless stare that seems to be reaching strength into his soul. feeling his throat so dry, Jungkook's fingertip becoming burning on his face, his thumb reaching along his lip, almost making him come by a signal touch. Jungkook lingered his lip, leaning towards the close prostive of his face. So pretty Taehyung was watching until Jungkook was so close his eyelid fell, the hot breath hitting his face becoming so significant, his heart almost exploding from beating. Jungkook's lips so close to his he could almost feel their shape. Mr. Jian made them jump from each other. Taehyung's head budging when he turned around. Mr. Jian, thank you a lot, he shouted, then stumbled down the street while Taehyung looked from him to Jungkook, but to surprise, Jungkook was smiling, shaking his head. JK, poor guy, drink too much. Him over. They who? JK, that man over there. He thought you are your auntie's husband. Jungkook giggled. You think? Taehyung sang, sitting back, feeling so strung by almost, and that name has disturbed it. He isn't. He promised Mr. Jian he won't Jungkook until figure out who he likes more and until breaking up with him. I have to go. Taehyung jumped up. Can we kind continue where we have stopped? Asked Taehyung, blushing. No, I can't. I'm sorry, Jungkook. I cannot. You whispered Taehyung. Jungkook smiled fed. He bit his lower lips. Why? He asked, his tongue suddenly serious. It's complicated. Taehyung could break out into tears. What has he got himself into when it all of him wanted nothing more than so close the distance and ignored into Jungkook knew him and as long as possible the whole night. Complicated. Jungkook spit the words out. I'm sorry, please don't make me explain. I can not, at least not now. Jungkook nodded, lowering his head. I'm really so sorry. Please don't be mad at me. I see you. Taehyung turned around, running away, feeling tears running down his cheeks and freaking all of him head to stay. May I come in? Jimin opened the door to his room where Jungkook was sitting on an ocean getting drunk slowly. I am assuming it's bad if you are not in your company 2 days before docking when your team needs you and you are getting drunk. To you mirror reflection. Leave the scream behind the door. His Jungkook reaching out of the I was not a fan of the plan for the very beginning. You know that his big friend was serious. I thought if he won't like me, I will have a second chance. If he won't see my face, turn out now I will lose him as both Mr. John and Jungkook. Has he broke up with you twins? Trust me, it feel like that. I tried to kiss him as Jungkook today. He said he cannot kiss me. Half an hour ago, I received a text that he will stop becoming to see Mr. John. Jungkook closed his eyes, leaning back as he could air. But only a few tears rolling down his face. I can't lose him, Jimin. I I will not survive it. It hurt mentally and innerly, physically to be without him. I will not even to be able to sleep without holding him in my arms. Jimin gave out a long sigh, even getting up, taking a few handkerchiefs out of his pocket, stretching them. It's this Jungkook is more. I have never seen you in love or heartbroken or suffering because of someone, so I cannot tell I'm not enjoying the view. Jimin grinned. A breath like me deserve Jungkook chuckled, throwing the tears, remembering how he couldn't really feel into Jimin's pain when his best friend has broken up with his first boyfriend of 2 years. Instead, Jungkook was doing loud presents in their penthouse. That first and only real argument they had after Jimin came back home to catch him lying down a boy he has met in the club the previous night on the living room couch, becoming so what Jimin has called he insensitive to other feeling, and he was then right so as him being fresh after a heartbroken didn't need to see his best friend having heart like no tomorrow with a total. He has always managed to play it safe, to never get involved deeper than a short closing cuss until that one and only trip to the from there when he had barely made it to the mountain house before having stunned Trump had almost gotten lost in the ice wetness frozen to the core. He managed to light up the fireplace and lie down on the carpet watching the snow falling behind the window. He had no idea where it had come from, but that mountain, his mind produced an image of a boy with deeply dark almond eyes, a minute nose, rose lips, and boxy smile walked up the mountain in the storm, and then Jungkook fall head over heels for that person out of dream. From now on, imagine him visit that lonely mountain house too and cuddle in front of the Jungkook was in love for the very first time with a person that didn't even exist yet. He was dating his dream boy in his head and neglecting real life, sometimes spending hours lying with his eyes closed, imagining them together, doing all boyfriend things or out living a thousand in his head. He suddenly calmed down, focused on work, stopped seeing real people as he couldn't even imagine to be with someone else. None was giving him an experience even close to this. Jimin was the first person Jungkook shared his secret with, so the picture he had been drawing on his imaginary boy, it all so hopeless continued for 2 long years of realizing frustration until he came across a senior fanfiction book in which a man he had detected to point. He has seen in dreams and loved so much, and being the hopeless in he was, Jungkook immediately proceeded with that plan, finding none of the best detectives in the country to give him an usual mission. Those 2 months of Suga not connecting him like a nightmare spread between hope and he. The perspective of his team, Jungkook has almost touched madness those days, but one evening Suga approached on his doorstep with a confident smile, placing on envelope on his desk, saying, "I have found the boy. You will be happy, Mr. John." Each he does he exist. Jungkook remembered almost dying from anticipating and fear when Suga nodded He is a senior assistant. His name is Kim Taehyung. Taehyung, what a beautiful name, thought Jungkook, taking the envelope into his trembling hand, tearing it open to find photo of the boy he has seen in dream. At even a million times prettier, he just broke out into tears, staring at the photo like fish crossing over them, unable to believe he was real. His little angel, Taehyung. Jimin, if Taehyung will break up with me, I will not survive it, whispered Jungkook, turning from his memory, looking up at his best friend. I bet he is in a similar state now, crying and trying inside to hold you. Think about that. Especially now, he will need a friend, someone who will come to cheer him up and be there for him. Jimin Chaka when Jungkook had been 2 pound medley. Of course, Jimin, you. The hung place was empty when Jungkook reached school the next day. His heart becoming so trembled. The first hours has started, but there was no sign of the boy. And Jungkook looked towards Mr. Seokjin, who was leading another super boring lecture about the industrial revolution after the war. Mr. Seokjin Jungkook raised his hand slyly, receiving the whole class full attention. Yes, is there anything you don't understand, Cook? I just wanted to ask, do you know why Kim Taehyung is absent from school today? Asked Jungkook when Mr. Seojin's face became red. Any other irrelevant question in between class? The teacher tossed anyone an plunging case. I just wanted to know how long he will be absent and if he might need some notes or stuff. Remember Jungkook facing the desk, he checked burning. He heard John's cursing, what he completely ignored. Cook, I'll glad put you in detention forever, but unfortunately you will spend only today there, Mr. Seokjin. Face him to your information. Kim's mother, he has called this morning. He is sick, will be absent for the whole week. The teacher walked back to his chair, continued his talk when Jungkook faced his phone out, sending a short text to John Taehyung. The history class seemed endless, and only his company phone was burning from tests, but the one he had taken from the he stayed silent, twist Jungkook inside with fear. What if it was serious? What if Taehyung will do something stupid like harm himself because of him being an idiot? The million thought running thought his head when he was packing his book to get to the next class, but Hoseok, the quiet boy who was mostly sitting behind him, crossed his path. We need to talk, very private, he said, crossing his arms. Was it? Asked Jungkook, sounding anything than pleasant. He had a massive hangover after getting terrible drunk last night. His telescope was looking tomorrow, and he was wasting his precious time here. But the worst, Taehyung was not fine, was not giving a sign of life. So Hoseok was really the last one. He ended. Make it quick, Jungkook said, putting the backpack over one shoulder, then storming out of the classroom towards the stair leading the basement where the locker room were located. The corridor was completely empty at the hour, so Jungkook leaned against the wall, crossing his arms. What is it? He asked Hoseok as if considering something. I don't like what you are doing to Taehyung, he said when Jungkook opened his mouth and closed it again. What do you mean? He asked. I have seen you begging him in the car of yours or your father, Hoseok. Dark eyes settled on him when Jungkook inside twisted poverty. What? Listen, I'm not even Taehyung friend or anything, but and he is a good person. He has enough on his back with Johan and the boy bullying him and his sticky parents. He doesn't need a rich, spoiled playboy like you to take advantage over him. Jungle blood frozen in eyes. It has been so careless from him to have heard with the hung in car only two straight from the house party. What if Hoseok will spill his secret to Taehyung? It's none of your business, Jungkook said. It's none of my business, but I think Taehyung deserves better than such treatment. You playing out your dirty kind on him and freaking him like no tomorrow to act as if you are just friend at school. Hoseok judging gaze still down him. Jungkook bite his lip, thinking hard. He needed Hoseok to keep quiet about it, especially to Taehyung. Listen, he has a really hard time at school, and I don't want him to receive even more bullying because of his gender. Taehyung also doesn't out at, so that topic is extremely sensitive for him. That's why we agree on keeping it secret and acting like bro at school. He is my boyfriend. Thoughts. Don't think that I'm taking any advantage over Taehyung. I would never. Jungkook or why did Hoseok gaze becoming as a Sam? Of course, you are missing him or Mr. John. You are lying to him, deceiving him, playing someone you are not. When he find out, he will hate you forever, shouted the voice at the back of his head. Please don't tell anyone. I don't want them to call Taehyung name. Jungkook look up at Hoseok, who overfully. I will keep an eyes on you, Jung. There's something extremely fishy about you. Hoseok told him, and that's gloomy glance. Then stumbled the corridor, leaving him with the jaws in his head and head. The day has passed in eyes blinked. Taehyung was smoothly lying in bed, thinking about how miserable his life is. Ignoring text from Mr. Jian, ignoring call and text from Jungkook. When his mom saw him this morning, she immediately called the school, telling him he won't come. She even wanted to talk him into a doctor, but he refused, crawling into his room to suffer in loneliness. It was then harder than he has never thought to distance himself from Mr. John, to cut off all contact. As he was missing him, instantly couldn't find a rest of sleep last night, toasting in bed, mostly crying into the pillow. So, after 24 hours of the hung was exhausted, completely strained over the knocking on his door, realized all hair of his body. Mom, I'm not tired to eat. He wrapped himself even deeper into the blanket. The door cracked and he saw, seeing his mother coming inside. A classmate come to see you. Put something over your pajama and be thankful someone takes him time to come here, she shouted.